Thank you, Last Concorla. Minister, this shows how far out of touch the present government is with reality and reality of rural Ireland. It shows how little you think of anyone that's outside of a large city in Ireland. You want us to pay the most for all your projects, but you return nothing to the counties. 18 billion of a budget presents here in 2021. An allocation of 5 million funding for digital hubs and 132 million for National Broadband Plan is completely inadequate. Here was a missed opportunity to benefit the people working from home. Can you imagine to be asked to be work from home and you have no broadband? You must drive to the nearby crossroad or village to see if you can pick up the broadband. This is unbelievable. Now imagine that you're a student in college and you are online for your lecture. Who will believe that you have no broadband? The obvious solution in the budget was to provide adequate funding to accelerate the rollout of broadband. Look at the way that it could have transformed parts of Ireland into a vibrant and rural communities, with all the associated benefits for the whole area that you lived in. Again, I say a missed opportunity. The increase of carbon tax in the budget that affected the haulage industry, the motorists, because was grossly unfair. And I have to agree with the ESRI report that stated that rural households will be the most affected than urban households, because they spend a greater share of their income on heating, fuels and transport. As I stated previously in the Dáil, you have to incentivise a change in behaviour. You cannot ask people to change in rural Ireland when they have no alternative options. As quoted by Eddie Punch from the ICSA, if you have a Lewis outside the door, you may decide to take it if it's more convenient than driving your car into town. Yet, that it is very well when you have alternatives, but when you're in rural Ireland, you have no alternative. Ye are taxing the people of County Limerick and ye are investing nothing back into infrastructure. Nothing to the storage plants that has been asked for 30 years in Askeaton. Nothing into basic maintenance so we can keep our houses from flooded, even if we're not on a floodplain. If I want to come to Dublin tomorrow morning from where I'm living in Grana, I have either to drive to Newcastle West, to Adair, to Artis Quay in Limerick, or out to Mungret to get, or to Anacotty to get on a green bus. There is no parking facilities for me to park there, so I have to get someone to drive me there, and when I come up on the bus and come back down, I have to get someone to come and collect me. 4 journeys, because you have no infrastructure. What did you do with the primary medical certs for people that have disabilities? You went to the Supreme Court and you lost the case where 5 Supreme judges voted against you. And what did you do? The Minister for Finance at the time met with the Minister for Health at the time, and you cancelled all the certs for people with disabilities. Now there is 1,700 of them, but you told them that they were on a list. You continued assessments, but then you told them you're on a list that doesn't exist. You invest in nothing in rural Ireland, and rural Limerick and rural Ireland are not going to stand for it. And Minister, I do hope all the people in Ireland, the next time you come knocking on the door in a rural area, will remember ye for another Dublin budget. and giving nothing back to the county of Limerick.
Thank you very much.